I got a hot intro for you.
Hit it.
If you were to, because this is a kingdom, right? Where it is a kingdom of hearts, but it's a kingdom nonetheless. Welcome everyone to Pajanime 2 Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Birth by Sleep. We're Terra. He's Kyle. I'm Ryan.
That's correct.
The question is, if you were to mass, we always play the if you were to mass X from X property to another property, what would people line up to be? I have one for you: Game of Thrones and Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, good one. Okay.
Mickey is Bran, right?
No.
Yensid?
Yensid is Bran.
Okay.
All right. We did say we were gonna run a little early on this one if we got to a save point. So this is probably a good place to cut. No.
Yuck, yuck, yeah, yuck, yuck.
I'm hilarious. Yeah, Mickey. Yensid is Bran. Mickey is
John.
Sam.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah. No, Sora's
You
John.
know nothing?
Sora's
no,
John.
because Sora doesn't care that he knows. John clearly does. Sora is Arya. He just wants to go out on adventures, yo, and you know it.
Okay.
And he's happy about it. And he kills things and he doesn't care. Remember, in this universe, you don't have to necessarily be dark. Because that translation doesn't work because Game of Thrones is infinitely more macabre and dramatic,
than a fucking Disney thing? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say Mickey would be John, because that would make sense with Yensid being Bran.
Yeah.
Yensid leading John.
Jiminy is Sam.
Yeah, Jiminy would be Sam with the journal. There you go.
Yep.
Who's Riku?
Oof. Riku. He's all moody and all like, ugh.
Also, does that mean Minnie is Danny? We gotta watch out. She's gonna burn the kingdom.
Yeah. Dude, spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's a tough one because of the way the dichotomy shakes out.
It almost doesn't work. This almost doesn't.
Yeah.
It's almost like no character really works.
Yeah, completely. Well, no character completely works, really.
No, absolutely.
Do. I mean, for sure, the enemy of the organization there is Tywin.
Yeah.
Or Stannis. Like, take your pick. Take your pick of failed leaders. Any leader in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Who's the Joffrey from Kingdom Hearts? That's a good one.
Who's the probably original Ansem, I would say. Like in the villain of the first Kingdom Hearts game.
He thinks he's king shit and like nobody gives a fuck.
He thinks he's king shit, and then like the moment you beat the game and see the secret ending, you realize there's a million other darker characters than he is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure who would be Xehanort?
I mean,
based on the logic, he would have to be
King.
Danny if she's the yeah. Oh, yeah, he's the Night King. You're right. Yeah.
He's even bald.
Yeah.
They even look the same, Ryan.
True. Like, I feel like it would be better to start with a Kingdom Hearts character and see which Game of Thrones character they best fit in.
Yeah. I just wanted to see what happens.
No, you're right. I agree with that lineage anyway.
Yeah.
Night King. I'm trying to think of who would be Roxas. We have Sora.
Who did we make Sora again?
I know that Sora. No. That never mind. We just nailed Arya. There are multiple Soras, so there are multiple Aryas. She's the faceless one. Fuck, Roxas doesn't count. He's not real. Roxas is just another face that Sora wears.
You said
no.
Is it nobody? Doesn't mean that they don't exist.
Roxas is just another face that Sora wears.
This is like when we were playing. What the fuck? Why?
Whee! You're gonna play pinball. What the hell's happening?
I
don't even know. This is cool.
It's weird.
Okay, here's one that we'd have to nail. Tyrion.
Oh yeah.
Donald.
I mean, Donald's way shorter than everybody else.
And he's grumpy but funny sometimes.
Do you think that Donald's whoring around?
Listen, the characteristics of yeah. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. His girl always seems upset with him.
Yeah.
But I don't think she'd forgive that atrocity.
Maybe they're polyamorous.
That's true. We don't know how this kingdom works.
Yeah.
How do we know that she doesn't have multiple? He's just like one of her many husbands.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of ducks in this lore. And when they merge and buy everything, they can do the fan fiction where Donald actually marries her. Or sorry, where Daffy actually marries her. Prince Daffy.
I suck.
I love how he just flops down like straight like a piece of wood. And then he hovers and floats in the air like Sora. Do 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 do. Is Axel Jamie? Tries to get redemption, never does.
Yeah, who does that make Cersei?
The chick that Axel loves from the thing, the clock tower. I kind of Roxas likes her more, but they were all friends.
Yeah, that was.
I don't.
Yeah, that.
What's her name again?
Oh, fuck. Brian, come on, man.
They ate your favorite salt ice cream on the clock tower.
Yeah.
Kyle, you didn't have it memorized.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I don't remember her name. Jen's Win, something like that. It was like 3 letters. It was Gion. There you go. You say enough Dragon Ball sounding things, you get to the answer. Yeah, I feel like making from anime to anime is easier. Like, it would be a lot easier to go to Dragon Ball with this than it would be to go
of course it would be. It really doesn't work with Game of Thrones. Oh, dude, yeah. Ventus just got auto counter.
Auto counter? Oh!
I have no idea what the fuck that was, but
Did
it
you
was
see someone's Windjammer special.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened, as a matter of fact.
Get out of here! What's his name from Korea? Not Wessel. That wasn't Wessel's. That was the Korea corner attack.
Nobody was from Korea. There was no Korea.
Oh, it was in the Japanese version, but it's like Britain in the first character, the speedy one that does the 2 corners.
Miller.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my boy.
White.
You said Korea like I was supposed to know.
Because I've watched a lot of that in the Japanese version, and that's Korean, which is like I think it's S-Woo or something, or S-Fu. I don't know. Anyway.
I'll take your word for it. I haven't.
But it's no Wessel. Ooh.
Yeah, the ooh is pretty great.
I remember when we watched the Windjammers 2 trailer, and we got the confirmation that Woo was still in it. That's all that mattered.
Oh yeah.
They even use that line. They know. They know what's up. This is a cool little area.
Yeah, but I have no idea what the fuck the purpose of it is.
For you to kill enemies? Real easy? Are we traveling?
I don't know.
And I ain't talking about we lose possession of the ball. I mean moving from one place to the next.
Yeah, okay. It's going this way. Found it. We're good.
It's a weird world.
Yeah, it is. Fucking space, yo.
Okay, so if we were to do Dragon Ball, then I mean, is that one? If it's easier, you know way more about Dragon Ball than I do, so that's kind of also part of the problem. But
all systems are Goku right now.
Goku.
Sora. Like that's the easiest.
Okay, really? Would Sora not? Would Goku not be Mickey, and then Sora's his like Gohan?
No, because Mickey knows. No, Sora and Goku are equally stupid.
Okay, so does that make Vegeta?
Vegeta's Riku. He like your allies, Riku? But you fucking like begrudgingly.
Yeah. And they're like brothers, but they're not. Piccolo.
Piccolo would be Donald.
Okay, I was thinking more of a Yen Sid with Piccolo, but okay.
Well, Piccolo shows up to the fights though, and Yen Sid doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yen Sid's
Goofy.
more of a kami.
Oh no, you know what? We're better when we start with Kingdom Hearts. How about Goku's kids then? We'll start with Gohan. If Sora is Goku, then somewhat. I mean, you could argue the Roxas equivalent. You could say that even though they're not his kids, they're representations of himself.
Yeah.
I mean, so some people even get confused and think that they're all Gokus.
Yeah. Oops, all Gokus.
Oops, all Soras.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the haircut.
Yeah.
Oops, all created by Square. That's Oops, all Square protagonists.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, then that would make what? Goten.
Yeah, I don't actually know that. Goten didn't show up until way later on, so I...
Way later? Okay. Yeah. How about Trunks from the future with the sword? He's
He's
got to be an organization member, I feel like, at that point. And he's friends with his son, right?
Trunks, well, he's Vegeta's son.
Yeah, see, I feel like... yeah, but Trunks is friends with Goten, right? Not Gohan.
In the child Trunks
he
is friends
with
Goten, yes. Adult
so future Trunks is totally Axel.
Yeah.
Probably, because future Trunks seems like he'd hang out with Roxas. Or Gohan in this equivalent.
Yeah. Future Trunks was all about adult Gohan, because he was his master. Because like everybody else.
Adult Gohan?
Well, in Future Trunks, keep in mind, Gohan's older than Trunks. So like when Trunks was like teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when he travels back in time, he would actually hang out with teenage Gohan.
He had a lot of respect for teenage Gohan.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, that would work.
But that was Future Trunks. Past Trunks didn't get any of that because he never.
Yeah,
had
Past Trunks is a kid. Past Trunks wouldn't be the same character as Future Trunks though, because, I mean, it is in that lore. But I mean, if we were to, they don't really link up because Past Trunks does like basically. I feel like, or sorry, Past Trunks is just a kid hanging out with Goten most of the time. I feel like, and then they fuse together. I'm pretty sure they all fight in the tournaments or whatever. But
yes.
I mean, your villains would be easier to line up, like your Cells and your Friezas, because you could just take your pick of Ansems and organizations.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point.
They don't even do the fusing with that tournament though, because they won't let the go. They have a child.
They can't go Super Saiyan, right?
Well,
yeah.
that, but it's they get bored because Goten and Trunks have to fight in like the kids tournament, but they're like, you know, stupid powerful, and like the kids are all garbage. So it's basically just they have a fight with each other. But
so
they go to the adult tournament. They do like the two kids in an adult trench coat trick to participate in the adult tournament.
So is Yamcha and the other guy, bald guy, Krillin, are they just Goofy and Donald?
Yamcha's not even good enough to be either of those.
Goofy? What about
Krillin?
Is he Donald?
Krillin's Goofy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking Donald. He's small.
Yeah,
Piccolo's Donald. Okay.
But he's the yeah.
That makes sense.
Krillin's also dumb and Piccolo's smart.
Who would Yamcha be?
Yamcha's like
Pete?
Like somebody who's less relevant than Pete.
Oh yeah, because Pete's at least worth it for the lulz.
Yeah, Yamcha just sucks. That's all that Yamcha does.
Pete's one of those recurring villains that even though he's a jobber, he'll always get a laugh. Because you know, Pete.
Yeah, Yamcha's just a waste of a sensu bean is what Yamcha is.
Wow.
Well, it's true. They have a limited number of sensu beans, and Yamcha keeps on getting holes blasted in his chest that they have to spend sensu beans on to revive him. Not to revive him, because that's what Dragon Balls do, but to like, sensu beans just magically cure you of all of your problems.
Does that mean that if, no, I was gonna say, who did we have as Riku?
Vegeta.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. He also wears the armor sometimes, similar to how Riku wears the dress sometimes.
Yeah. He also wears a Bad Man t-shirt, which I was all about.
I feel like your characters from Birth by Sleep are harder to do in anything, so we'd have to be like, okay, characters that were...
We also don't know anything about some of them, right?
Yeah, also they'd have to basically all default to characters that existed before Goku, and were pivotal, or important.
I mean, that's doable,
because,
but
yeah. Was there lots of Saiyans before Goku?
Oh yeah, Goku got sent off. Like there was a whole Saiyan planet that Goku got sent off.
Oh yeah, he's got like a Superman-ass backstory, doesn't he? He got sent away from his thing.
Yeah, and it got destroyed afterwards.
Yeah. Except I'm pretty sure it's not the sun making him powerful.
No.
Or is it?
It's
Saiyan. Is that how he goes Super Sunnin? Super Saiyan?
No, it's... Saiyans have a thing, this is the reason that everybody else becomes irrelevant, is when they take damage, if it doesn't kill them, they become stronger when they recover.
Oh, right. That's why they spend so much time healing and powering and charging.
Yeah, well, and that, like, there was literally a point during the Frieza saga after they figured that out, where Vegeta was just like...
Alright.
He, like, let his defenses down, he just turned to Krillin and was just like, beat the shit out of me so we can win this fight.
After just learning that, I'm amending my ending for Star Wars, the new one, whatever they called it, The Rise of Skywalker. On top of the fact that Mark Hamill will actually be Palpatine this whole time, we'll find out that that's how Palpatine survived. He's actually just a fucking Saiyan. They didn't kill him, so he spent this whole time charging and getting better. And now we're gonna get young Palpatine. They'll call him Young Sheev. True story.
He's a rapper? Yo, it's your boy Young Sheev!
Young Sheev! Lightning attack!
Sheev in the house! Do it!
Yep. Young Sheev. And then the ultimate reveal? Young Sheev's just Goku.
Yeah.
Because as he keeps charging and they don't kill him, eventually Goku turns into Palpatine. It's just an inevitability. Absolute power. It corrupts absolutely.
I mean, Goku literally does get into a point where he is fighting gods and doesn't realize it.
Yep.
That's a real thing that happens, apparently.
And then because Goku could never harm his family, he just left his time and just decided to go harass all these other fucking Force users. Because he saw that they were taking the path that he was taking, so he needed to stop.
No, dude, Goku's so much dumber than that. Goku just wants to fight things that are strong. So he doesn't kill them. Oh, God. There's one point. Okay, dude, when they're fighting against Cell, after spending time in the time chamber, he realizes that Gohan at peak Gohan is more powerful than he is, but Gohan doesn't have enough control over it. So what he does is he fights Cell to give Gohan like an idea of his fighting pattern. And
that actually sells the Gohan Roxas thing, because Roxas technically could be more powerful than Sora, but Roxas doesn't have heart.
No, but listen, it gets dumber. It gets dumber. So he fights him, and like he ends up giving up the fight after he's like kind of fucked, but like not like totally fucked. And then they're like, "That's so strange. Like Goku's supposed to be the what the fuck? Holy shit! It's supposed to be the powerful one.
Ultimate power."
Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, Gohan's gonna be the one to handle it." And then everyone's looking around, they're like, yeah, he's really strong, but like he's not as strong as you are. But yeah, maybe now that he's seen his fighting strategy and Cell's like a little bit fucked up, maybe he can win. And then Goku's like, oh yeah, that reminds me, he just tosses Cell a sensu bean. Lets him, gets him all his health back. His enemy, who's trying to blow up the planet. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, well, it has to be a fair fight. Gohan can win.
No.
And then Piccolo's like,
Gohan can win.
He's 12! You fucking asshole! Like, there's a whole thing where like, in actuality, it's just that Goku's the worst father ever, and that Piccolo is actually Gohan's father. It's like a
running joke.
But it's not really a joke. Like Gohan's also because Goku keeps on just disappearing to not father for them. Like he dies at the start of the series and spends a bunch of time training to become like the only hope for the Saiyans. Okay, sure, that actually made sense. And they needed some. He was dead for a little while anyway.
Yeah, they Liu Kang'd up his fucking plot line there.
Yeah.
You're the only hope for this fucking thing. Gets to it.
But during that time, because they realized that like 4-year-old Gohan was really really powerful, Piccolo kidnaps him and trains him. And it's like the very harsh way where he like leaves him out in
learns with the harshness of Piccolo.
Yeah, but he's like fucking 4, so it's like you feel a little bad for the poor kid.
Are we grinding right now?
Kind of like grinding.
Okay.
I'm going forward, but I'm not like running past every enemy. I'm not like worried about like, oh no, let's spend a little time in this room. Oh, here we go. Here's a save point.
We're at 18 minutes.
Yeah. Mine's square.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah, I think so too.
We might be at a boss here anyway. I feel like these levels aren't that long generally.
Truth. But yeah, like over time, you can see that like Piccolo actually like is more of a father than he is. He sacrifices himself during the fight with the Saiyans before Goku gets there to save Gohan's life when Gohan kind of fucks up because he's 4.
That isn't the way to the containment pod. It's the other way.
Cool. This game's weird. Navigation is difficult.
Yeah, so we've been going. Yeah, okay. We gotta go that way, like, through the hangar. Oh, maybe we gotta activate the fucking thing. Can you activate the console?
We'll see.
You probably have to kill all the enemies first. It's a video game.
Nope. No, this is our gravity.
No.
Fuck you, gravity.
Oh, we need to go up, don't we?
Well, this is where we came from originally.
Yeah, but I think we went back.
We might have.
Because we need to go to the
I'll just head over here and
pod.
see if it looks similar.
Oh, we can go there.
No,
okay.
it's the same. Yeah. You're right.
Do.
Tossing a quick cure wounds.
Out of all the new shows coming out that are going to be like attempting to do like I don't know if you've heard you're up, but like everyone's trying to be the next Thrones, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's trying to be the next event TV show. So in an effort to do that, everyone's just been grabbing every property known to man. On top of Thrones spin-offs, there's like there's a Lord of the Rings TV show coming. There's other shows based on tons of different properties that people have like overinvested money into. I'm kind of curious if what you think it might take off. I've seen lots of theories that like anyone could be event show, or because of so many trying to be it, none of it could be like the Destiny thing where nobody actually captures the overall. You know what I mean? It's just like you all tried to do the same thing at once, and like you just split everyone, and now we're all kind of everywhere. I'm interested to see what they do with the Lord of the Rings TV show. After seeing Thrones, though, I'm starting to wonder if some things just don't translate to the TV format as well as others.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things. I saw a really good review that was just like, the issue with the Thrones TV show ending the way it did, like a bombastic approach with the shorter episodes and more of a movie approach, is that we've spent so many seasons with this as a TV show expecting TV show things, and even though they up the production value, it's not like they, like, you know what I mean? You can forgive when a movie does that because it's 3 hours of your time, right? Like, it's like, or whatever, right? Like, or 2 hours. Like, even when they're doing sequels and connecting them, like, you're getting the idea that you're only sitting in on a big epic moment of these people's lives, right? You're not sitting with them for the small things. And a show is built upon those small things, generally for money reasons, right?
Yeah.
And the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, I don't know. Was Thrones successful because those guys, the directors, are really good set and scene designers? Especially for TV? Like, think about how iconic some of those scenes are, but all they were ever used for was for conversations. Yeah. Right? Like, I kind of feel like part of the issue with the ending, and I'm not going to, obviously we don't get into deep spoilers, but is we were expecting something climactic and never got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I will agree with that statement.
Because it was TV at the end of the day. Tremendous power. It's Stitch. That's what we were looking for.
The mightiest creature in all of galaxy. And his only
it could be Lord of the Rings, though. We'll see. The Mandalorian, that's another one. So Stitch has 4 arms.
Yep.
Hey, we need that.
Give that back.
What do you mean, when did you? When he was jumping up on and down you, obviously. He did it right in front of your face. Are you that blind? Really?
Yep.
That's our connection to the Lilo and Stitch universe. Tara's just an idiot and he gets lost. He loses his thing. We're gonna have to chase this thing down.
Such concept is totally lost on 626.
Well, we got it back.
Okay.
Did Aqua give us this? I can't remember.
I think so. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
This whole time I've been telling
you. Is Stitch just a rabbit?
More independent. But the second I let my heart do the talking.
I've only been exposed to him, to my knowledge now, for a few seconds, but he just did everything I think a rabbit would do.
That experiment.
And then including that blah, and then runs away.
Well,
next he's gonna be hanging out with Mario.
If he was rabbit, Rabid, like the Mario creatures.
Yeah, they're not Mario creatures. The Ubisoft
but
Rabbids, the Rabbids.
Okay,
the video
I'm not
game.
familiar with those. Sorry, I thought you said rabbit, like the animal.
No, like Rabbids, like the
I
Rabbids
have
that
no
are
idea.
those dumb.
Yeah.
They always interfere with
I
the
don't know
universe. I
anything
think you've
about
seen them
those.
during E3.
But like that's
they're the white creatures, the little white creatures
Yeah,
from the
I know what they are.
That's it. There's no other extent. They don't really talk.
No, not the Spider-Man 2-1.
Does Stitch ever talk?
Yeah.
That's what Stitch
like,
used to be.
In like shitty. Well, that was like one of those precursors.
Oh, geez. So Stitch is just a rabbit and Pokemon mixed. Got it.
Yeah.
That's his race. Wait, this thing can fly.
Yeah, this guy was just trying to make the perfect being, and then it took him a while.
Okay.
It was kind of
That makes sense.
It took him a few tries.
I like the way this thing goes around. Reminds me of that one mission in
Oh, dick.
Witcher.
Yeah. Oh, with the Lubberkin?
Yeah. What? Heal. Thus far, having spent some time with Tara, he seems to be the
dumb one.
Yeah, he's the one who everyone's like, "Gotcha." More so than necessary. I think all Square protagonists have a little bit of that in general. Sometimes.
Yeah, there was
anyways.
a little bit stupid.
That's their writing. Not to imply their writing is stupid. I feel like it's intentional. I feel like they do that so they can justify teaching the player things during the experience.
Sure, yeah, I don't disagree.
Both from a mechanical and just like plot perspective. Like it's kind of a double-edged sword in a way, because in one way, like I feel like JRPGs specifically do this a lot, where they actually take plot consideration to the actual grind and game time you're putting in. Like the plot and the actual game you're playing don't, like, they feel like they have a narrative cohesion, but the sacrifice of that sometimes is that your characters are things that should just be, you should just do. They'll write in. They'll write in instances just so that it connects with the gameplay, and it's just like,
Like,
you have to make this character a little dumber because you have to justify this. It's like, you know what? We could have just done without this.
Can you give me an example? Because I'm not sure I follow.
Like how you start the game with less abilities, and you have to progress to get better abilities, and how the game will often make you worse at the beginning. And like the character will essentially not know. You know, a good example of this is your JRPG character. You're the student, not the mentor, right? At the start of the game, right? It's like sometimes you want to be the mentor, and then video games will often be like you're the mentor, and then you lose all your powers at the beginning, right? It's just like sometimes it'd be nice if you start as the mentor, and then there's like another tier that they never told you about. And obviously, I get why they don't do that. It's a game. It's just.
Yeah.
Generally, Western stories will write around their narrative inconsistencies or the situations where they have, what's the word I'm looking for? Lunonarrative dissonance. Dissonance, is that the word I'm looking for there? Where the actions of the character don't necessarily play on the plot. Right? Like in a game like this, when you beat the epic boss, the first cutscene is generally someone reacting to you beating the epic boss, right? Whereas like in Assassin's Creed 3, I can use this as a perfect example. Before you meet the military general like Washington on the battle, you do this huge fight scene where you, it might not be Washington specifically, but you meet a general, and you do this huge fight scene where you kill like 100 of soldiers to get to him, and then when you talk to him, he's like, pfft, I don't think you can do this. You don't seem that competent in combat. I'm like, oh, God. Like, they didn't even acknowledge that I just killed 100 people right in front of him. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, he'd actually be afraid of me.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like games like this, they take into account all that, but I'm just saying that sometimes taking that into account slows things down, right? Because it's just the nature of them then drawing it out. Like, it definitely feels like JRPGs have no problem and lean into their length, you know?
Yeah.
And pacing. Whereas I feel like a lot of other games they'll make those sacrifices in the habit of pacing, but sometimes that can lead to things like I was talking about, where just the writing and everything you're doing just feels like you're in a game. You know what I mean? Not like they're trying to trick you into being into something.
Fucking
that's a story.
Christ! I hate when he does that shit.
I really didn't think the hard boss here would be another creature.
I was using the fucking potion. Alright, well, that's for us. No, it's because we shouldn't have come here first, because it's the leveling of it is actually, like, kind of hard. Even regular enemies were, like, taking a while to wail on.
To wail on? Okay.
Yeah, I'd also be able to do it, but I had split focus. And...
It's okay. I was distracted there too, talking about stuff. I'll let you focus on the
No, it's
boss.
okay.
I didn't actually expect that thing would be that difficult, to be honest, because it's just a little...
Yeah. So
I was judging the book by its cover there.
that was your
Classic
mistake,
mistake. Yeah, it's a classic mistake.
Yeah. We'll call it here anyway, though, because we're pretty much at... oops.
At 30 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops, we did it again. We'll be back again fighting Subject 22.
221.
Oh, 221.
Yep.
We'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
We'll birth. We'll sleep.
Bye.
We'll bye. Goodbye.